There are so many new things that come with getting married. Some of these changes are reflected in how you'll do life from here, both in the day-to-day as well as in the bigger picture. But one of the more practical changes is the new title of husband or wife. Two parts which, when they come together, complete the creation of God and make it very good. In Genesis 2:18, the Lord God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him."
God declares that there's a problem. Adam was alone, which is interesting really, as he clearly had a relationship with God. He had animals around him. He was surrounded by life, and yet something was missing because he was alone. Notice too that it's not Adam's complaint. This is God telling Adam, it is not good for you to be alone. But God has the perfect solution. At the end of verse 18, it says that God would make a helper suitable for Adam. Having looked at every other living thing, God declared that none was suitable for the kind of community that Adam was created for. It says, "But for Adam no suitable helper was found. So the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep. And while he was sleeping, he took one of the man's ribs and then closed up the place with flesh. Then the Lord God made a woman from the rib he had taken out of the man, and he brought her to the man."
God's solution to Adam's isolation was another person, and yet there is something much bigger going on than just another person being created. God could have created another man, a friend for Adam, but he doesn't. God not only introduces community, but diversity. Not only another, but another type. There is sameness, and there's also distinction. In Genesis 1:27, God affirms that he made men and women in the image of God. Here in chapter 2, we read that God looked to what was needed to complete creation, and he handcrafted a woman.
Let's take a closer look at that description of those words, suitable helper, as it is often misunderstood. In English, suitable helper sounds so understated and almost substandard. The English word helper, as we've come to understand the word, is not as rich and empowering as the original Hebrew word that was used here, azer. Helper, as we might understand it, suggests a mere assisting someone who could do the task almost as well without help. But azer is almost always used in the Bible to describe God himself, which makes it difficult to interpret it as being inferior. Other times, it's used to describe military help, such as reinforcements, without which a battle would be lost. It means this idea of a helper, given here to Eve, is actually an incredibly empowering word.
And the word suitable used here can also be misunderstood. The original Hebrew word is neged. It means much more than just good enough or that'll do. It actually means like opposite or perfect match. It's like two pieces of a puzzle that fit together because they are not exactly the same, nor are they completely different. They are perfectly designed to complement each other, such that together they can create a complete whole. The God-given purpose to rule and be fruitful and fill the earth could not be completed alone. Adam and Eve each needed a counterpart. They needed someone different who could bring something they alone could not provide. Adam needs Eve. Eve needs Adam. To go after their God-given commission, they would need to cooperate.
Yeah. Which brings us to marriage, the coming together of a man and a woman in a way that no other human relationship can. Marriage is the ultimate expression of what God declared was very good. A man and a woman with some sameness, both created in the image of God, but also with significant differences, strengths and giftings. So as you prepare for marriage, as husband and wife, take time to discover how each of you are made and what you bring to this relationship. Celebrate this complementary design and that together you have been given a commission and mandate that as individuals you cannot achieve, but together you can.